Good morning, Pisces. This is the Gypsy Hermit Tarot. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to donating to my channel, please check the description box below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So this was an inspired thing. So initially I was gonna do a Pisces with each element type of reading that I used to do. And then I was watching one of my Pisces with earth signs where I had a Libra spread, a Gemini spread, and an Aquarius spread with Pisces. And I decided I didn't want to do a spread per se. I am going to show you the general energy at the bottom of the decks when it comes to Pisces with air signs. But then I'm just going to talk to you about how it usually goes with Pisces and air signs in relationships that work and in relationships that don't work, just the dynamics of those energies, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, for Pisces dealing with air signs, is there's always, for Pisces, you're always needing to heal from it. Like, you always need a rest. The thing about air sign masculines is that they're for the streets. I mean, they are the most probably, well, along with the fire signs, they're very outgoing, but they're emotionally distant. Whereas fire signs are, they are more emotional, but they're very selfish. It's like their own emotions are what concern them more so than your emotions, Pisces. You need to know that. But with air signs, they don't feel things in an emotionally keen way. So for you to want to get that fulfillment from your partner who's an air sign, you're probably not going to get it in the depth that you give it. And even the way that you process things when you're emotional, it's going to feel like a burden on them. It's going to be almost like annoying. They're not going to want to deal with that, unless they truly love you. If they truly, now this is the thing about love, because you could have a parent that's an air sign, and you could be a Pisces, and if that person is a good, balanced person, oh, they're gonna love, their child. But it's still not gonna be like you would love. You know what I mean? It's just a different element. And so you find when you're dealing with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra men, you always need a break. Like, you always need just to feel your own energy, to be around people that are more affectionate, like you just do. And when you take those breaks, it's really about clearing up your energy, because they enjoy the love you give them and the attention you give them, whatever it is that you give to them, your spirituality, whatever it is, but they don't give a lot back. Like, you don't get the validation for when they wrong you. They don't always get it. They don't always see it themselves. And so because you don't get that from them, yeah, you always need to clear that energy of hurt. There's always going to be levels of disappointment in the connections. It's just not, you're not in a relationship with yourself. You know what I mean? Or even with a water sign. It's just, and usually you need evidence for why you should stay with them. Like, it's not clear and apparent to you. Whereas if you're in, and I'll talk about Pisces and water signs in a bit, but yeah, it's not the most, and they do too. They usually are like, is Pisces the one I want? Now, the thing with Gemini, if you're a traditional type of Pisces woman, you are the type he wants, as long as you're not always complaining. If you're the kind that's a victim all the time, or you're very clingy, you really do need a water sign as your partner, you don't want the Gemini. I mean, you don't want an air sign. But if you're a ride or die, if you're also an outgoing Pisces, if you also have a fiery nature, if you're also accomplished in your own right, you and a Gemini could make it work. Like you really could, because it's going to be down to the practicality of, are we a good team? When it comes to the family, Pisces is all about family. And even if Gemini um, networks a lot and socializes more than you, Gemini is still going to show up for the family things, because the family is a big part of what he wants as a part of his success. You know what I mean? So it can still work out. But we'll get to that in a minute. Pisces, to air signs, you're like a really religious, almost like an angel, like the mother of the prophets. Like they see you in as this spiritual, a very deep, like a saint of authenticity. They don't see you as um, a saint in the way that you're so passive all the time. They know, they see your worth if they love you. They know how authentic you are. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're so good. And most of the time, they know they don't deserve you, especially because they're going to cheat. I mean, air signs they're going to cheat. They're going to cheat. But they do it in different ways, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But they really do. They see you from that divine source, that energy that you carry with you. They're the type of masculines that take charge. They're very authoritative, but these are alpha men. Like these are alpha men. Unless they've been broken by life or circumstances, they are alpha men. And when it comes to the emotional connection, you might have to seek higher, set your sights higher when it comes to getting what you want out of love, because for you it is about the love. And if you don't, yeah, and if you don't feel the connection emotionally, you're not, they don't validate your emotions. They might belittle them, especially the Gemini, when all three of them, Libra too. Libra doesn't always, is not as insensitive as Gemini and Aquarius, because they are clingy. They love. So they will try and find a way to connect with you. Because I know I have a cousin that is a Libra and his mother is a Pisces, and they're thick as thieves. He loves his mother, but I've never met a Libra that didn't. But you may need to see beyond this current situation for what you need. Like you may start thinking about that and looking into astrology on your own, Pisces, to say, okay, it might not work with the current air sign that I'm with. That doesn't mean it can't work with an air sign. It just may mean that the one that you're with does not love you. Excuse me, I have a cold. My favorite mug, as you know. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Look at this shit. Pisces, baby. Listen, there's someone from your past who is very well known. They could be famous, but they're very successful. And I don't know if this person is in a stable relationship with you or with someone else, but they're in a stable relationship and possibly even a marriage, and they are defending that. They are standing their ground on that relationship. They're committed. And it may be because of you. No. No, yes. This is either you or this is your person. Okay? It may be because of you that they have become more stable in relationship, but they chose to do it with another person. Again, this is someone from your past, someone that you've known, someone that you loved. and they're very well known. They're, like I said, they're borderline, famous, or they're very successful. You had hopes with this person that it would transition from the passion you felt for them, which Pisces and air signs do tend to have passion. It's because Pisces, when it comes to sex, and I know most people stereotype women into thinking that if women have sex with you, they're attached emotionally and they're just a basket case and you can use them however you want to use them. All women are not like that. Not even all Pisces. And so the thing about that's refreshing for Pisces with an air sign is that the air sign just shows up to, you know what I mean? It's like, if we fucking, we fucking. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have a good time. They Pisces is real good friends with air signs. Like, as friends, it's the easiest shit. Gemini's, Libra, or Aquarius. And so to be lovers, that's just some good shit, because one side does not get overly emotional. Pisces has the ability to be, in detachment mode when it comes to her emotions. And so it works. Like, it works, and can even segue into a relationship if there really is a good friendship and an ease emotionally. Because sometimes the thing about Pisces is that certain signs allow Pisces to let go of the emotion because they're detached. So it kind of, unless at the beginning of it, at the beginning of it, Pisces might be all gush, like, oh my God, because she falls in love with you. But then after some disappointments and ups and downs, she might put all that to the side and be like, I'm not wearing my heart on the sleeve with this motherfucker. But she may still love you, or you find that you love her, or however it works out. Depending on your determination to have a certain kind of relationship, or even what the connection is, you may be able to have something that's long term and satisfying, but it might not fulfill her deepest, right? Her deepest well house of love, which again is going to lead her to saying, I want to look elsewhere eventually, because it might be something comfortable that you all do for a couple of years. Pisces, it takes a lot for us to settle down, because we go through so much in this life, but we learn our lessons. And it's just like, at a certain point, it's like, if I can't just be happy, if I can't find someone to be happy with, bump all this. I'd rather have peace. That's very important to us. We are the epitome of, if I'd rather be alone and be at peace and do my own thing and have somebody that is a lover when I want to be bothered. I mean, it's not just me, it's Pisces. It really is. So that would only last for so long, is my point. There's an air sign that wants to come rushing in. This is someone that tends to come in and out of your life. Most likely he's a fuckboy, but he has been waiting. He has been waiting. What is he waiting for? This is funny. Okay. Air signs, man. That's all I can say. He has been waiting to get with you, to make some money with you in some type of way, to collaborate, but also to become lovers. If you've never been lovers before, he's waiting for that opportunity. Like, he has not given up on that. He's going to continue to come in and out of your life until it happens, even if all you've ever done is communicate. Because this is the kind of person, after this ended, and most likely this ended between the two of you, and Pisces, you in this air sign, whichever one it was, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and he's had an awakening that now you've put up your guard, not your guard, but you're setting boundaries. When it comes to the way he juggles, he knows, or maybe he's learning, that you're not going to allow yourself to be juggled. You being juggled is not an option. Like, it's not. So but he wants to be your lover. Like he wants some type of connection with you, even, and I don't know if he wants it to be long term, but he wants it. Three of Pentacles is a partnership. He wants some kind of partnership. He sees you as very sexy, you know, like he wants to manifest this specific way. And it could be very twin flame. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is twin flame. He knows you're very, very, very independent, but he wants, like he does. He wants this with you. And something in my gut says he wants it long term, but I don't know. And it doesn't even have to mean a marriage. All I know is that he wants this. He wants you to be in his life in some kind of way, for partnership and for love, or for partnership and passion. I didn't see love. Sorry. But he sees you as loyal. Like he knows he could count on you if he had your heart, you know, and he feels like it will be reciprocal. He knows he can trust his heart with you. And because he knows he can trust you, he wants to give that to you too. He wants to be fair and reciprocate that with you. Damn, Pisces. I wasn't even going to do a reading. I'm just looking at the energies between you and air signs. But, oh my God, so he's cleaning up like the way that he deals with you, like what he throws in your, whatever it was, so that he doesn't disturb your peace. Damn. Somebody wants to give you there's some type, if you're on the twin flame journey, he wants to bring the journey in a way between the two of you, in a way that works for the both of you. Because like I said, he knows Nine of Pentacles. He knows you're very independent. Where am I? Nine of Pentacles. He knows how independent you are. And he doesn't want to infringe on that. He already, because like whatever it is that you do, it's all about that. You do it on your own. He does not want to infringe on that, but at the same time, he wants you with him in some kind of way. And he's been putting really a lot of thought. I just saw the Hermit card in his cards. He's been putting a lot of thought to it. Like the attraction between you is sickeningly strong. Like it's crazy. You're both equally flirtatious, which air signs you might as well. And Pisces eats that up because it's just fun. You know, Pisces loves to flirt. Please. Right now, Pisces, you might be going through something and you don't know how it's going to pan out. It's a new path, a new career. He may also be going through the same thing. And it may just be about how can I have Pisces in my life in a way that honors her and shows her, you know, love without infringing on her independence and sending her away from me. So you're both going into some new territory, but it doesn't look like there's much life in it. Like you can't see the benefit to it because it's new, but it almost looks like a barren. It almost looks hopeless. You know what I mean? But it's an oasis in the making. It's an oasis of hope. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. These are reminders of divine power, the triumph of hope, of winning against the odds. Remember that life thrives hidden even in the desert. Do not give up hope. Believe in the inevitability of your beautiful destiny. Why does this feel very twin flame? Like this person feels like you are his destiny. Like for some reason, I don't even know what it is. It doesn't even say what he gets from you other than the chemistry between you and that he wants you, you know? Wow. let me tell you, this person knows that a lot of his behavior has to do with his issues. And he's working on balancing that out, coming to terms with it, being cognizant of the fact that the way that he has treated you, or the way, if this is a new person, the way he treats women, he doesn't want to do with you because he knows how you are. But he wants you, like, he feels like at the right time he wants you. He wants you in his life in some way. There's something about, and he's choosing that from everybody he knows. You're his choice. This is choice. And it's a woman that's a choice. You are his choice. And look how, there's like a purity that he sees with this dove. Like, he sees you as being just the most perfect choice when it comes to love. He's having dreams about you, Pisces. Like, for real. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. He's having dreams about you. When he's in nature, it reminds him of you. It reminds him of how natural you are. Because, when you commune in nature, your natural self comes forward. That's what the peaceful feeling is you're able to be as authentic, because nature doesn't judge you. Trees don't say, oh, here comes that hoe, or here come that liar again. No, nature is as forgiving and loving as God. So there's something about the way he feels in nature and the way he feels in your presence that's similar. It gives him a similar feeling of peace and acceptance. That's just too much. From my secondary masculine deck, I'm just going to pull a few cards and I'm going to talk to you about Pisces and those elements. Yes. Ooh. Look at this. Oh, come on. Man, he's moving away. This is what he's really learning. He wants to move away from things that cause conflict. He wants to move away from behavior that causes conflict, or because because he knows how independent you are. Say if the way he wants you all to come together is that you still live independent lives, but when you come together, he doesn't bring whatever shit he's doing to your table. You know what I mean? He doesn't dump it in your lap, because that just makes you, look at that. See? All the shit that he's doing, his sticking and moving, because maybe he's always been a player. Maybe he's always had messy shit going on, but usually he does that behavior with people he doesn't want to keep. But really, his habits have caused him even to replicate that with people he truly loves, and he hasn't been able to get on top of it. How can I clean up my life and still have this wonderful partner? But with you, somehow, it's like he wants to think outside the box. Maybe it's not about being in a day-to-day, we live together type of lifestyle until he can grow out of it and have that. I don't know. Maybe you aren't the kind of couple that is going to be able to be together or even want to be together when he still has so much growing to do, but he wants you all in each other's lives for mutual satisfaction. So he's really he's moving away from, because he realizes it's him. See, it's him that causes this conflict. It's him. Because he brings all his messy shit to you as if that's going to be appealing. But really, it has come from an arrogance of, knowing his prowess, because they're all charming motherfuckers, and they all bring the heat and shit. So yeah, he's learning. Let me stop throwing that in Pisces' face, because she'll never talk to me again, right? So he's really strengthening himself to come to you sincerely, you know, to show you that his interest in you is genuine, but that maybe you all have to do it in a way that won't leave you depleted, that won't infringe on your beautiful light, but that will keep you, that will not cause you to want to take a break. But that way, and he's coming with it in authority. He's like, listen, I'm your man. I feel like I'm the one for you. Let's find a way to do this where it serves both of our independence, but it doesn't hurt you at the same time. Because he is not happy. He does not have the happiness in life, in family life, that he wants. He does not. And I'm going to show you why this is significant, this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So in order to be fair to you, he wants to build that with you over time. In whatever way you all can set it up, this is deep. Like, in whatever way you all can set this up to be successful and be in each other's lives, is how he wants to negotiate it. Look at this shit. 10 of Pentacles. This is the feminine deck. My secondary feminine deck. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, your ass is not even happy either. Because Princess of Pentacles, you have a daughter who is not being fair. She's being other than herself. She's causing a lot of discourse in your home, and you're not, as a result, being as nurturing towards her either. Like, your home life right now looks a mess, and you can't even feel your own independent energy like you usually do because of the conflict in your home with your child or your children. And this is not what you deserve. This is not your destiny. This is not what you set out for. This is not this is not what God wants for you, to have this kind of unhappiness. And look at all these are in reverse. Oh Lord. Again, this is the second, Knight of Cups. He wants to, or Page of Cups. Yeah, someone wants to offer you ease. Someone wants to bring more ease to your life, but you feel like they're not your ideal, or it couldn't happen in an ideal way. Like, you feel like, or maybe this is someone that used to drink a lot or does drink a lot. And so in order for them to come towards you, they would have to stop all the drinking, because you're the Empress. Regardless of the problems you're having currently with your children at home, you are the Empress over your life. And you're not going to have the tomfoolery of, certain elements around your children, nor in your own life causing havoc. You tend to be very blunt when it comes to your communication style. Like, you've shared so much with this person, mostly in emails, sometimes verbally and on the phone. But do you see the scroll? That's like an email message to me. You're not very happy right now, Pisces. Like, your family life not being happy takes away from a lot of your happiness. And you see this person that you've known in the past as community dick, which is why it makes sense why he knows he has to clean up how and when he interacts with you, even if it doesn't happen in a mainstream kind of way that cannot infringe upon. You have enough burdens, and you all are in accord on that. It's like neither one of you, both of you have burdens right now, right? Both of you have things that are causing you not to be as happy as you would be or you usually are. And he is seeing that, okay, I need her in my life. And you are seeing that I'm not taking anything into my life that's going to bring more burdens. And so it's funny that he's working on not bringing in the drama of his of the way he socializes, so that he doesn't run you off for the times that you do spend together, because yeah, you going through some shit. Okay, let's briefly talk about Pisces and air signs, and I'm going to talk about it for each one. It's funny because I when I was making my broth and taking care of my daughter who also has a cold, what came to my mind was Pisces and Aquarius. And the thing about the thing about Pisces and Aquarius is they're good for friendship. Like Pisces can be friends with anybody. Like we really can, especially if we are, like, I have Taurus in my chart, so I tend to be very blunt in my communication style. And with men, they just think that's funny, and we just can go back and forth, and we don't get our feelings hurt or whatever. But with Aquarius, I want to say that on the friend tip, yes, it's cool, but when it comes to love, Aquarians are the type of players that are lazy about the game they spit to you. They give you the laziest, most ridiculous game. They're not going to put a lot of effort into their lives. They're just not. They'll be like, yeah, that's just my cousin in the car. You know what I mean? Or that's just my baby sister. Or like you have half a brain. You know what I mean? And for Pisces, she not, no. Pisces, it's almost like it's so hard for Pisces and Aquarius, even though they're both rebels, both independent freedom seekers. But when it comes to love, because Aquarians are so detached, like they almost look down on people with emotions. And if they have any Pisces in their chart or any water in their chart, they hate that part of themselves, like they do. So that reflects in how they talk to you. And you're not going to talk to Pisces just any old kind of way. And she keeps showing up for it like, yeah, this feels real warm and fuzzy. No, you can do that with a Scorpio. Because I don't know why Aquarians and Scorpios like each other so much. But not a Pisces. She will swim away so fast. You'll be like, but we didn't even get to fuck. I mean, she will leave you, Aquarius, and still be your friend. She will be your friend, happy that you found somebody else. She will be happy if you get married. I mean, that's how, like, almost fathoms of distance between you when it comes to relatability. It's just not, it's not a common thing. I mean, if you could find the least common type of matching up or love connection, Pisces and Aquarius to me is it. But it does happen. And I think it does happen because of the friendship. Because both of them are ride or die. Both of them are show up to scrap for you. Both of them are loyal. Both of them are generous when it comes to giving to others. But Aquarius just, is a G. And so at the point that Pisces is getting taken advantage of, Aquarius is going to knock all of that out. Just like, and does not care about hurting the person's feelings that is hurting their partner. You know what I mean? So anyway, and in the relationship, when Pisces, because, are you okay?
Yeah.
When Pisces may lose her temper, Aquarius is going to come back. And it might hurt Pisces real bad, depending on the Pisces. But if it's a fiery Pisces, Aquarius will get their feelings hurt too and just be like, oh, why is Pisces so mean to me? I mean, which is okay. Because it's not like you, Aquarius, are such, a soft touch. So, Anybody can make a relationship work. I'm just saying this is probably the least type of combination that I would ever put together. When it comes to Gemini, and the thing about thing about Aquarians is there are Aquarians that are homebodies. Now they're homebodies, they don't want to be bothered most of the time unless they want to be bothered, and then they still gonna be gruff like, you want just, can you make some food? I mean, you know what I mean? And they'll let Pisces with her sweetheart come and eat with them. But, most of it is really what they want, that they want something to eat or they want company now. You can come and rub their head or whatever. When it comes to Gemini and Pisces, Pisces would have to be the type of woman, like I've said before, that's like a Coretta Scott King, because Geminis, the best of Geminis, they're the type of ambitious man that wants their family to fulfill that image of wonderful family life. And Pisces is for that. And if she loves that Gemini, oh my gosh, she only loves him. Like she would be just as committed to him as he is to his career, to having his family. And he's going to show up for his family. He's going to protect his family, but he's always going to have a mistress or two. Like always. He is an alpha male. He's always going to be hanging out with his dudes, and his dudes are going to be the same kind of men that he is. So if you find very transparent like that. If you find a Gemini male and his friends ain't shit, he ain't shit either. But that's most men. But I'm saying with Geminis, yeah, you can tell real easy. If they're family men and they are there for their families, they do things with their families, things like that, but they also, have a side piece or two. Their friends, you would be able to tell that. See, because there's a difference. These days, women outnumber men so highly because so many people are now in the LGBTQ community and doing a lot of sexually deviant things that take you away from traditional relationships. So these women, the women that are left that are heterosexual, they don't have no shame coming after. They might just want your man to have some DNA life. Like it don't matter. And they are open. Whatever a man says he is about, if a man wants to have 4 stable women in his life, they're like, yep, I'll be one. I don't give a fuck who you sleep with, as long as I get my D, as long as I get my money, or whatever it is that she wants to get or have you in her life for. A lot of women are like that. But if your Gemini is a true divine masculine, it's the love. See, divine masculine and divine feminine, it's about they have a capacity for love. They are born in that energy, and they are on, they are on the path to finding that authentic vibration their entire lives. And so any random babe saying, I just want you, and I want you to help me, I want you to put me on with whatever you do. So they also want to use you, these random women, right? They want to use the Gemini. They want his D, whatever benefit. But that's not the same as the Pisces that loves him. She stands out even more because of that. And even among the women that call themselves divine feminine, they're not all divine feminine. Because the divine feminine, her love is just, it flows. She wakes up every day with the people that she loves, that she forgives, and then continues to serve and love. She's like that. And he wants that. But he also knows he has to give that. So that's when it works. Is because he's not going to only be a hoe and bring her down and humiliate her by talking to women right in front of her. You know what I mean? Putting her on the same level as other women as far as his attention. And, oh, Well, she cares about me. Let me call her because I've just, had a car accident or some shit. Let me call all these women that I fuck with on the same level as my wife. No. Mm-mm. That's a toxic karmic partner. But the real divine masculine of a Gemini, he's mostly for his family. Majority is about his family, his wife. Nobody would ever, 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 ever trump her. You would never be able to. I'm just saying. So that's when it works between Pisces and Gemini, when he has that level of commitment, because he already knows when it comes to family, she is that woman, that type of mother and wife. She's showing up to be all of that. She will also get with him, verbally. She will shut him down. Don't bring that bullshit to me. And he respects her highly. That's the only time it works. That's the only time it works. When it comes to Libra, the thing about Libra, okay, so and I've said this before in Pisces and air sign readings, that as smart as Geminis are in the choice of their wife, especially those that are very upwardly mobile, very ambitious, is as random as Libra is. It's almost like Libra leaves himself open to be hurt and disappointed every season, because he is very promiscuous. And he brings such a, like Libras they're like soft-hearted. But he brings that to everybody he fucks with. And then he tries to shut it down when he starts getting feelings, because he knows he got multiple people having feelings for him. And then he's panicking like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then there's some people he's cold with, because you already, unless he starts having feelings for them too. So he tries to keep it under a lid of the detachment of an air sign. But at the same time, he is like that Venus love. He wants that love all his life. He's been affectionate with his mother, his sisters, his relatives, his female relatives. He is that sweethearted kind of male. But if he's been hurt, if he has issues, he will break your heart. He will be the epitome of breaking your heart live, because he pulls you in so warmly and on such a friend level. Like, you'll feel like this dude understands everything. Like, he can be my best friend. You know what I mean? But if he's damaged, he gonna break your heart like nobody can break your heart. And then he's in the, it's just so sickening, because he will bring the same energy. He knows how to pour and share his soul with you, and he does it with everybody. But listen to what he says, because what he says is really how he feels about you. I'm not talking about his game. I'm talking about what he says he will do. If he don't want you talking to him about his family business, about his personal life, he ain't taking you into his personal life. I don't care how nice and kind and cool he is with you. If you don't meet anybody in his family and he doesn't want you to know about his family, he don't love you like that. He don't even like you like that. Guard yourself. The one thing you can count on with Libras is friendship and fucking. He'll be your lover for life, just like he'll be your friend for life. In some cases, it's genuine. He's been your friend for so long. In other cases, it's only because he hasn't been able to fuck you yet. He's so promiscuous. And unless you're a lifelong friend or a relative, he's going to get bored with your company, because he didn't sign up for you for that, unless he signed up for you for the long term. And that's only out of a decision. And really, it's out of who happened to stick with him the longest. I mean, he has a laziness about that. Well, who keeps sticking around? That's the one I'm going to stick with then. And it's like he doesn't get the one that loves him the most. Because it's not so much that the one that stuck around is the one that loves him the most. She's just the one that says, no, I'm going to have a man. And because he allows me to stay, he keeps coming back, he's going to be. She's the one, the driving force behind why this is going to work. And it's not even, it doesn't even have to be like the deepest love. Because his lazy ass is not going to fight for that. He will be the type of divine masculine that does not get his feminine in the marriage because he don't want to. Sometimes he does. If she has enough game that she's just like, I know what he is, fuck it, I want him. And so if his feminine has enough game to say, I know what he is, just like the one out here that's trying to win him, but she's a karmic, but she just wants to win it, then the feminine will say, fine, I know what he is, I'm just going to stick by him anyways. And that's the only time he gets his feminine. But for him to have to fight for his feminine, he ain't going to do that. Or change for his, not the Libra, is not going to change. It's going to have to, his promiscuity specifically is going to have to wane over time as he ages. And then he'll be totally devoted to you and monogamous because his dick don't work like it did all his life. And that's the only reason you're going to get that. So Pisces, if you're the kind of Pisces that is so religious or spiritual that you look down on a cheating partner, or you're not the type that could live in a household with someone that's lying to you all the time, or even if he's not lying, you just know he's fucking everybody. Then don't sign up for that. If you're the one that's strong enough and every so often you just don't talk to me for a while, go live in, go sleep in the basement, in your man cave for a minute. I need a breather from all your shit. And you all have that kind of camaraderie that you can just be real with each other, you can make that work there. Because you all together, y'all got heat, y'all got attraction, you all have commitment, you both sweet parents. You know what I mean? You as partners in life, you all, that is twin flame. Pisces and Libra. That's the only way, is when you're equals and you're able to come to an understanding with each other and able to make that agreement that, okay, fine, we want to be together. Can we just deal with each other in a way that is agreeable on both sides? So anyway, this is your reading for Pisces and air signs. I'll probably in the next 4 days just do one each day. Because I have a lot on my shoulder. I got a lot. I'm a single parent. I'm in graduate school doing 2 programs. Okay? All right. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Peace.